love in your heart, but who you gonna give it to? I'm sure there's lots of guys that you see, but I swear they're not as cool as me. Girl, I could take you where you wanna go. If you wanna ride, we can watch some movie, hit the beach, or just chill and get high. We can get what
Melrose, y'all. No, the sunset too. Alright, God family. Alright, y'all. God, we'll just tap it back in again because as I'm having this streaming consciousness, I want to just go ahead and explain it, reverse engineering Cracker Rob, Bobby, you know, Cracker Bob, Robert. So Robert basically studied us. He studied the black man and the black woman, and particularly because that's God. So we got to reverse engineer Cracker Bob, and what Cracker Bob came up with as God, he put the digital world, the synthetic world, anything synthesized synthetic is what he's the master and God of. So here, hence the meta world and all that bullshit. Hence the computer, period. We was already the computer. God made the computer, the black man and woman. And them as our children, our offspring, or our derivatives, what have you. The evolutionary process took place. So they got their own little Dell. But you know what I mean? Well, maybe we the Dell. And they came out with the Toshiba or some shit. And it's good. It's high tech. It's all fancy. It's a lot of shit. But is it rudimentary? You know what I mean? And is it the original? That's going to just last and last and last, and everything is based off of that model. So that's us in the physical form. So if we're computers, then we have to reverse engineer Cracker Bob's system to see like how we need to perform an our full sentient being, because they studied us and kept us, they wiped our memory away that we had already figured all of this out. That's what Alexandria represented. So they wiped it away and rewrote history and sold it back to us with them in their synthesis, the antithesis of humanity that I'm speaking about, and that's the synthesized version, and that's where you get this fake material, artificial stuff when we was living all natural. So with the natural people want to live all natural, but they deceived us to take on this lifestyle artificially, the artificial lifestyle, So we the star chidal, you know, we versatile and all that. You know, we could just flow on and freestyle in the top of the moment off of the cuff, the sleeve of the cuff length, and put the master link and make it go blink and bink. And then boom, our suit is on, activated, and we flying. So that's what all of the dumbing down, the shots, and all of the malt liquor, all the everything, the crack and everything, they've been doing their best, because they knew that the Mayan calendar, they knew all that countdown, the polar shift, they knew the solar flares and the coronal mass ejections was going to rain down on the sun, people of the stars, and activate their suits. Even the sleep ones that be sleeping, I'm super, I was just asleep on drugs and now I'm flying. They knew, because the sun, this was our purpose in creation, was to be these X people and fly off once we awaken in our awakening. So trip off that story and the plot of the X people, X-men and women. That's us. They trying to tell us. The magicians and warlocks and wizards of Hollywood, the white witches, were trying to tell us about the chosen people that's supposed to lead humanity, that's supposed to lead the earthling, because we're not of earth. We've been seeded here, but we're from the stars, yo. So this is our domain. This is our home, one of many. But as the mud people, we gotta run this. They gotta sit down and just wait for instructions, because the proper order thing, great-great-great-granddaddy said so. So imagine really if you was at the barbecue or the Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner and great-great-granddad was standing up, they was going to do the toast, and everybody did the clinging of the super crystal. You in marble floor, y'all done made it up the hill, y'all well to do, and this is great granddad. And he get up, everybody hush, fall over the room, and here come the youngest son, the youngest grandson. Tell, shut up, granddad, shut the fuck up, sit the fuck down. Must bust up the table and wrecked the whole spot, and then came back with his boys and started muscling great granddad and everybody else to do what he say do, or else it's their life. He killed off great auntie such and such. He started popping off on people, and we were like, nah, this nigga means it, he's serious. So we just been all going along with the unruly ass youngest grandson, and he about to get his ass whipped because the creator of all creation that created us for the purpose, handed it over to us, handed all the instructions and everything for us all to do. It came in several warnings, and one big gigantic Quran that was the seal of the books of the information, the final warning for man, like y'all can't get it together. So here's the decree. We're gonna smash down on y'all again, like as if it was a new flood from Noah, and wipe y'all niggas clean and start over again with a better version of y'all. This cracker Bob running around literally trying to make motherfucking cyborgs and androids to replace humanity. Literally. Because that's the best that they could get in touch with the God within them, was that antithesis, the opposite. I'm gonna get that to flow right once I get my teeth all straightened up again. But the antithesis that they represent here, they're just have to actualize it. So they gotta oppose all the natural laws. All the goodness is what in their soul is calling them to do. So good on them, because that means that they're fulfilling their spiritual prophecy. And so are we. Peace, God family. Peace. One love.